Hello, welcome back to Late Night Run Podcast. I'm your host, Josh. Why are you laughing, JJ? And I'm brought to you
because our other host died.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't actually die.
Well, here with me is Brennan.
Hello.
And JJ.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Kevin.
So, Chief, away on paid vacation once again. So, he hasn't been on episode 4 or 5. He will not be on
6.
Yeah. We'll put that one out, but that one's with Jeremy, Brennan, and myself. So, a lot of people have been taking breaks.
It looks like
It's paid vacation without the pay or the vacation.
Yeah, it's just schoolwork and females.
Yep. If that ain't the college life, I don't know what is.
Except you have no money for either. So
That's true. Stupid college.
And shout out to our 4 listeners out there. You know who you are.
hey,
Yeah.
we got 17 views on last week, so
Really?
we're getting close to that 20 views for Chase to put a good saltine cracker in your bed.
I really hope he doesn't. I gotta wash my sheets anyway, so I guess he can.
He'll just
Well, like,
I'm not
they're
a blue
start-
if I missed this one.
Okay,
They're
so
starting to
Chase,
get into
Chase said on
my sheets.
episode 4, he's like, if this episode gets 20 views, I want to. For every 20 views, I'll take a cracker, crumble it up, and put it in Brennan's bed. We're at 17 views, so share with your friends. We really want to get to that 20 views.
So I put it on times 2 speed and loop it for the next week.
I really don't. Well, I don't care. I ate food in my own bed last night, and I hate myself because it took me like 20 minutes to go to sleep because I kept having to brush crumbs off.
That's why you gotta eat Jell-O in your bed, because, I mean, Jell-O is just like...
And then if you find a little extra at night, then you just... Yep.
It's a good old snacks for later, as I like to say.
All right.
But, we have nothing to talk about, so good luck listening to this. And thank you for listening. Oh, shout out to Mitchell, who ditched us last minute.
Yeah.
You said you would be on here, and
Jake
you weren't.
flaked.
Yeah,
and
Jake
then-
flaked, and now we got Mitchell flaking too. So,
Frosted
stop
Flakes
flaking.
out here.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah,
It's kinda
not
rough.
a fan. But thanks, Mitchell, for ditching us. You said you would be here. I hope this guilt trips you.
And then he definitely won't be on here on the next one.
Does
So.
Mitchell even listen
I doubt it.
to? No, he doesn't listen at all.
So, yesterday we were playing mini golf, and we had this nice hole set up. The first hole was a little difficult, and it probably took us, like, I would say 17 strokes or something. We weren't keeping track.
Which
but
one? The one that
the
was
first
in front
one.
of my door?
No, the first one.
Oh, yeah.
The first one was by Justin's door.
Oh,
That was the
yeah.
end of the hallway. And the second, we had it in the same spot, but Justin was, quote, studying, so he moved it in the middle of the hallway. And our hole was this ramp. And you had to hit it up the ramp. If you hit it too hard, it would take this ramp down, and you didn't get in the hole. You had to try again. It probably took us 100 strokes. We were there forever.
It was probably
the
an
one
hour.
in front of my door?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. I was on the phone for
Your
40.
door, it's my door.
It's our door. I call
No.
it my door because I was in there at the
No,
time.
you get the inside part of the door, and I get the outside part of the door. You were in front of my door.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard
No,
you say.
listen. I have my things on the outside of the door, and you have your things on the inside of the door. Think about it.
That's true. JJ's got the door is full of memes that JJ is hand plucked from
All
the
right,
internet.
then we're going to have to put the 2 things that are on the inside of the door on the outside because those are yours. Those are not mine.
Inside jokes.
Yeah, but
Just put
that's
it-
my side of the door.
Well, you were here. You came in halfway through the year, so you get half of the.
Hey, you
inside
asked me to
door.
move in, all right?
I didn't ask you.
so-
You asked me.
I asked you to move in, and then you go, no, I'm not gonna.
I
And then,
wasn't.
and then you go, Cody's leaving. You want to move in? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you asked me, and I was like, "That's a terrible idea."
Yeah, you were like, I
could
don't know
never
about
live
that.
with Brennan. Not for the sole fact of I don't like him. For the sole fact of I'd get no work done. Now we live together.
And
I
you
get
get
no
no work
work.
done.
You're pretty good that one day where I told you, I'm like, listen, if you get it all done before 5, because we mostly show up after dinner. We show up before dinner to go to dinner together, and then we stay the night. So if you get
Stay
your...
the night.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah, I know.
Literally, my stuff's been in there
Get
all
out.
weekend long. What do you... It's on Brennan's half, so it doesn't matter to you. It literally affects your life 0.
But it affects his life greatly.
Yeah, and he loved me for it. I made him
for
Jello.
doing what? I wasn't paying attention.
I made you. Oh, we're talking about my stuff in
saying
your
how
room.
they
Oh
always come
my
to your house
gosh!
and-
Stop leaving your stuff.
You
in
say
my
I
room.
can.
No, I didn't. I,
yes,
said,
you-
I
yes, you-
literally talked to him about it every night about how annoying it is to have everyone's stuff in my room, especially
no.
the trash, because like you'll take your main possessions and then just leave all your trash behind.
Yep. But basically, what happens is
I take
like
out my trash can like twice a week. You know how much I did the first semester? Probably like once every 3 weeks because I didn't. It was just me.
Because no one hung out in
because
there.
Chief now cooks ramen in your. Hey, he leaves his Tupperware in there.
Yeah.
I tend to take.
You
my,
leave your chair, your bag. Your
You said I could
shoes.
leave my chair.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I
Yes,
was like,
you
this
did.
is annoying.
Yes, you did. You go. I brought it over Friday, and I was gonna bring it back, and then you're like, just leave it here for the. One of you said, leave it here for the weekend. You're gonna stay here anyway. I'm like, you right?
That
and
might
I
have been me. I think
there
that
you go.
was
I got
That doesn't
permission.
matter.
Stop telling me.
Because
Listen.
it doesn't matter because it's my room.
Listen. So
You're gonna not like what your sheets are covered in tonight. Let me tell you.
listen. I love going. You two are like parents, and I pit you two against each other constantly, and it's
Yeah.
fantastic. All right, like last night, it was getting late, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and Brendan goes, "You might as well just leave then, because we all trying to go to bed." And then JJ, who previously was complaining about staying out late, goes, "Nah, Josh, you can stay."
Yeah, you literally just oppose me just to oppose me. Like, you have no logical reasoning. I'm like, JJ wants to go to bed. I would not mind going to bed either. I want to wake up early for church. I say, Josh, just go ahead and leave. Ben, you can leave in a minute too. And then JJ goes, nah, they can stay. And I was like, huh? You just complained
No,
like
Ben
20
left.
minutes ago about how
And then
how
Ben came
tired
back.
you were.
Ben left and he was like, wait a minute. They're still in there.
I'm coming
Why
back.
can't I stay in there?
Yeah.
It's great though. I love betting you two against each other, and like, or if one of you is like, "Get out of my room," the other one will be like, "Nah, you can stay." So I just stay. One of these days, I'm just gonna bring my entire mattress over and just sleep in your room. I sure slept in JJ's bed when he was away for the weekend.
I wouldn't have cared.
I know you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Except
fine to stay in my-
we put crumbs on your bed, so I didn't want to sleep in that. You know how it be.
You put golf
Yeah,
balls.
I know.
Oh, that was great. So, JJ has like you know. you
JJ's
have
an
your
ex-pro golfer, so
Yeah.
he has a bunch of just extra golf balls that he brought for
So,
our mini
and
golf.
me and Chase, as previously talked in the last episode, we prank Brendan all the time, and Brendan's like, JJ never gets pranked, and then JJ's like, well, I never get pranked. Like he feels out of loop, so I decided to do him a favor.
I didn't want pranked. Nobody like wants pranked. Or usually
Listen,
they
it's a
don't.
way I
They
show my
shouldn't.
love.
Okay.
But I took I went not only under his sheets, under his fitted sheet, but under like there's a sheet he has to like make it thicker a little bit.
Mattress pad type
yeah.
deal.
So I went under that and just put golf balls all over there. And so I was laying on it for a while, so he wouldn't lay on it. It's very uncomfortable. So then I went off, and JJ just like felt his bed, like, wait a minute.
Oh, and then he reaches in and he grabs one and he thinks that's it. He's like, oh, you put a golf ball in my bed. And then he's like, wait. And then he like slowly moves his arms across. And he's like,
No,
they're everywhere.
No, first he looked into
I
the
went
golf.
to that box to put it back in, and I was like, wait a minute. There's no balls in this box.
Yeah, and
That's
then
full.
you slowly sweep your arm across your bed and you go, oh, they're everywhere. That was,
Perfect.
I found that very funny because I'm always the one that gets pranked. Which doesn't make sense to me because you guys all live on my half of the room anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you guys are just pranking yourselves?
No, we prank your bed mostly, and your things.
I don't know.
Well, they leave. They only prank your personal belongings that they don't use.
Everything else they're like,
Exactly. Like if you
that's
notice
free real estate.
you notice Chase ate whales, and then he goes, I'm done with the whales. Let me tape them up for Brendan.
He tapes the box while I'm right there, and I'm like, Chase, stop doing that. And he just goes, he just keeps doing it. And I'm like, stop.
It's also because you won't move. Most of the time, you're on your bed or in your chair, and you won't move to stop us. So we just.
Yeah, I don't.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm sure it is great for you.
See, the laughter that you laughed at JJ for the golf balls, we feel every time we prank you. So just.
Yeah, I don't want to bring you that much joy. Listen, you can be happy, just not in my room.
But that's where I live now.
I know. We all are gonna all live in an apartment, end up in mine in your room.
I'm okay with that. We'll have the most room because we'll probably be. I mean, Ben and Chase might bunk, but so the way the apartment.
Well, yeah, but think about it. We also have Brian.
That's true. Brian's the turtle. We talked about that last podcast, JJ.
Mexican slider.
Give Chase a little taste of home.
Yeah, a little reminiscence of his home
I'm
life.
gonna pull out my X card on here.
Oh.
Or,
So,
Gideon a turtle?
no, yeah,
so we're going to get a turtle.
doubt.
So JJ has a folded up piece of paper, X and F in his wallet, and the meme is you press X to doubt because it's from a Fallout, I think.
I really don't know.
Is it
what
either
it's from. I just
Fallout or
find it
like
funny.
Mafia or like something
No,
like that?
there's
I
a
don't
video
think
game where you press X to doubt, so now it's become a meme that if you doubt something, you press X. So JJ now has a piece of paper that says X, and then another meme is you press F to pay respect. So
Call of
JJ
Duty Advanced Warfare. Let
Yeah.
me tell you how trash that game was. But the only good thing that came from it was the press F to pay respects.
So
Yeah.
and he has those in his wallet now.
Because
And-
it's I want to talk about this real quick.
No.
It's a whole cutscene, and it's one of your friends dies, and so you're at the casket.
Ooh,
And
Chief? No.
no, not dead yet. Oh, shut up! You soon will be. Sorry, I watched Monty Python recently.
Yep.
Shout out to all the real movie watchers who've seen that. But in the video game, your best friend dies, and it's a Marine, I think, or it's some tradition in the military where like you get a eagle badge with like an arrow and some stuff on it, and what you do is you walk up to the casket, you put it on there, and then you slam it in there. And so in the cutscene, just in the middle of it, out of nowhere, instead of having the person actually go and do it, you have to. It was on PC, but you just had to press the F button to go and do it, and it didn't make sense. It was a 20-minute cutscene that in like the first 5 minutes had you press F, and then it just like was a movie for the rest of the time, and that was it. So
That sounds awful.
yeah, it was whack. Actually, I think it was press X on Xbox too. To think now that I think about it, so it's X to doubt and to pay respects.
Press F on Xbox.
Yeah. But anyways, sorry, that was a little tangent.
AB.
I used to be a nerd. Well,
You still are.
I'm still a nerd, but
The only buttons you need on a controller, X and F, and
Sure.
then an analog stick.
that's true.
That's fair. So, JJ, you want to talk about your goldfish incident?
Oh boy, here we go.
We've
Alright.
been waiting to tell the story for what, 3 weeks now?
This is a
It's
story
'cause
that's
JJ hasn't been on.
This is a story that's been in the making for quite some time now.
Oh, the
So-
story was finished 2 weeks ago. You just haven't been on the podcast.
No, I still haven't.
Well,
Hold
I
on.
mean,
Just let him talk.
Yeah,
why?
come on.
Doubt.
Oof. He hit you with it. How do you feel now? JJ's
He
now
sent me with
play-
that blank stare, the same stare he gives me at 3 o'clock in the morning whenever I tell people they can stay in a room for a little bit longer.
Anyway, so
Excuse me.
you do as you do in college, especially with our name and title, the late night run. We didn't go that late. Never mind. We went to Walmart. Okay. Shout out. Well, I don't know if I can say that. We went to a store
Listen, no, you can say that. You're good.
that's blue
and yellow in their logo, but you know the one we're talking about.
is very popular and in every civilized
College town.
every civilized village.
That
That's
I don't
true.
think village was the right word, but anyway,
For
town.
what?
You're talking about.
any place that has a population over 5 has a Walmart. That's, all I'm
That's
saying.
true, and some of them have more than one Walmart.
Yeah.
There's a little town called Strasburg. They have 2. You know, their population is like half of everything else around them, but
population-
Walmart was just like free land. Let's build a second one for no reason.
Their population is just half.
And that's Strasburg's where Chief is from. I'm pretty sure that there's 2. If there's
You
not
can't
2
say
in
that.
this limit, huh?
I mean, Chief
We,
doesn't live
we
there
talked
anymore.
about where we're from. We talked about the college that we went to together.
Yeah.
You goose, and that you can really only
Anyway,
go
can
there
I
if you live there.
do my story?
Yeah,
Yes,
sorry.
of course.
All right, so we go to the store, and
As we do.
at the beginning of the semester, and as you do, you see the goldfish aisle, and you're like, goldfish sound, pretty high quality, which it is a high quality snack. At least
Sponsor
I
us,
thought
please.
it was.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I go for the big carton, the big boy.
Mm-hmm. As you
the-
do.
Hey,
whole,
what
like,
kind were they?
The whole $7,
What
no
kind?
games.
They
kind
weren't
of
OG.
version. That's it. If you'd let me talk,
This is
I can
important
explain
to
it.
clarify.
I know. I
You
wasn't
got to start
there
out
yet.
with the flavor and then go big because you were going to go small and then you decided to go big and it screwed you.
See, this
This isn't your story.
This is what
So be
happens when
quiet.
mom and dad fight.
Anyway, I get the big carton of flavor blasted extra cheddar goldfish. You know what I'm talking about? The one with the nice powdery substance on it.
Mm-hmm.
The orange powder. Not the white powder, the orange powder.
I
Yep, yep.
hate those so much too. And
White
so-
powder's not good. That could also be drugs.
White cheddar, that's whack. But flavor
They could also
blasted
be
whack.
baking
Baking soda.
baking ingredients.
Yeah, that's true.
You got your flour, baking powder, baking soda, sugar,
Soda, salt.
salt. Ooh, classic salt.
Anyway, I get those, and I'm like, I guess I'll get these. And even though it put a significant dent in my wallet,
as they do, but they fill your stomach, and that's all that matters.
yeah, quite literally, they fill it outward. But
Yep, yep.
They overflow
it.
Anyway, I get back to the dorm room, and I go to open them, to have a few. And I take a few, and I eat them. I'm like, wait a minute. Something's a little off about these. And then I go and try some more, and I was like, and then I look in the box. They are just the regular goldfish flavor without the extra flavor blasted whatever.
Yeah,
they
I
call
wouldn't
it.
complain. I like the OGs better personally.
Yeah, me too.
Now I'll mix it
No,
up.
I usually do too. I mean, I wasn't super disappointed. I usually do, but I thought, I've not had this kind in a long time, and it was just one of those things where it's like, it sounds like it's it.
Yeah, you're expecting one thing, and good old bamboozled you.
Yes, I got bamboozled. To me, I'm not the person that tries to, make a big deal out of everything. Like it's like, oh, stuff like that happens. But you know what I thought? I thought this would be a prime opportunity to get some cash.
Because you're emotionally upset with the goldfish.
I was emotionally,
Outraged.
physically, and financially disappointed with my purchase. So I went to the old Pepperidge Farm website and found their complaint forum, and I posted,
You tore them a new one too. Like you went like.
and I was like, how angry and upset can I sound? Well,
You were pretty
I was
distraught
pretty
about
honest.
them though too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta
were not
summon
happy.
the inner. Can I talk to your manager, please? That's what you
Yeah.
gotta summon.
Yeah, and I hate those people
So do I.
because working in retail,
Yep.
you just but if you're not the manager, it's just kind of I don't know what's going on. Let my manager tell you the exact same thing I just told you. But anyway, that's a different story. Yeah, and I fill out the complaint form. It makes you fill in all the barcode numbers, and there's a little code that's on the top of the box, and the sale date and the Best Buy date and all that good stuff. And then I even included a picture attachment of the box because you can clearly not see the nice succulent powder. I don't know why I use succulent.
That was a weird
But I
word
did.
to use, but I'm glad that you used
Succulent orange powder.
it.
The
Succulent's an underused
flavorful that some would say
flavor blasted. That's what
Bingo.
it is.
It was more of I was expecting one thing, and I got another. See, if it was a normal bag and it was $2.50 or whatever they are, I'd been like, not a big deal. But when you put a huge financial
Financial risk.
Some would
risk
say-
on the line
investment.
and a huge investment,
Some would say JJ took a loan out to buy these
Yeah.
goldfish.
a loan may or may not have been taken. A $8 loan. But yes, and it took, and I submitted the claim, and told them that I was debating not buying goldfish ever again.
Right, go to
'Cause
Wales.
That was one of the choices that had a checkbox that said, "Would you still recommend Pepperidge Farm goldfish, or would you still be willing to try them out?" And one of them was yes, no, and uncertain.
Ooh, gotta
And I checked that uncertain because I don't know. I lost a lot of distrust in Pepperidge Farms. Let me tell you.
You gained a lot of distrust. You didn't lose distrust.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure the audience knows what I'm saying, so it doesn't matter.
No,
Okay.
all 17 of you shout out.
Yes.
Or I feel like it's just one person, and we know who.
No,
who
it's
just
not
lives
because
in-
my mom and brother both commented on the YouTube video, the last
Wow,
one. So
what a loser.
At least I'm getting those views.
That's
Yeah,
true.
shout out to Benji. He watches as soon as we upload.
My
Yeah,
dad
shout
was
out to
like,
that.
"Yo, I started listening to it, and that's a next generation kind of thing. I cannot handle it." And I was like, "Dad,
Hey, listen.
Anyway, back to
podcasts
the story.
Podcasts are great to listen to while you're doing other things.
It's true.
So
sure."
I
My
never-
dad does it all day long. I was like, "Dad, just throw me into your rotation." He goes, "No." I was like, "Oh, whack."
It's
Whatever.
true. I've never listened to this podcast.
Me
I
neither.
do. I probably
You have to
listen.
edit.
I listen to it the most because now not only normally Chief would edit these and then I would have put made the audio like he edits the audio. I throw on the intro and outro that's usually on SoundCloud and then I make the video. So I listen to a lot like the first 5 minutes, the last 5 minutes. Don't listen to much in the middle. But well, because I don't have to, because I'm just trying to put the outro and intros on.
But now,
now I edit and do all that, so I listen to it probably 4 times.
rip SoundCloud, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I'll listen to the ones that I wasn't on. But anyway, yeah. So I fill out the complaint form and I send it to him, and it came up with the generic response as they do. You will hear from us shortly within 3 to 5 days. Blah blah blah. Whatever. It takes a while, but every at least 5 times a day I'm refreshing that email just to see did they send something back. What are they going to do? I mean, Josh over here told me I should have in the comment section of the forum said I demand 10 free boxes mailed straight to my address.
That's what I'm saying. I want loyalty. Like, listen, you lost my trust. You lost my money.
You know what
And
gave my
with
trust
that-
back?
Getting more.
10 huge
Boxes
boxes.
of
Right.
flavor
and then,
blasted.
then if one of those flavor blasted were not actual flavor blasted, boy, I would not be a happy camper. 100 times out of 10. If you screw up again,
1,000.
Wales. Here I come.
Wales.
I think the next time we went, I did buy whales.
Oh,
You did. No, you have Cheez-Its now. But yeah, you went from that to Wales
I've
to
not bought
Cheez-Its.
Goldfish since actually, but anyway,
The scars.
that one fateful day. Here, you know what? Let's just see. Let's find this email.
So, all right, while JJ looks up that email, the thing with SoundCloud is, so SoundCloud allows you 3 hours of upload time for free on any account. So we hit that pretty quickly with our format being, the first one being half an hour and the next 2 being an hour. So we hit that limit pretty quickly. So then you can become a pro and then like an elite member. For the pro gets like 6 hours of upload time and then the elite gets unlimited. So seeing as we are broke college students and people have already spent money on the microphones that we currently use, we don't have that money. So what happens is it won't allow us to upload to SoundCloud anymore, and it only has the latest ones up because it's over. We're like 38 minutes over the SoundCloud limit. So what happens is we can't upload to SoundCloud. What SoundCloud does, excuse me, SoundCloud then takes all that information and gives it to Apple Music and Google Play, and they're like, here's the podcast. But since we don't upload to SoundCloud, we can't upload there either. So YouTube has become our only form. And,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was on the Instagram post that I do.
Oh, yeah. You
So-
have to show me how to repost that, because I meant to post it like on my story when we upload, but
Yeah, so we can't do that. So unless we start making money from the YouTube, people have already put money into this podcast, so we're doing what we can right now.
we're scraping the bottom of the
Yeah.
barrel to make it through.
The unlimited membership is what we ended up wanting, and
How
that's
much
like
is it?
it's if
Do you have
pay,
to pay the one? Is it a one time for 12 months?
No. So the way it works is you can either pay monthly, which is always like $2 more, or you can pay for the year. So like the unlimited is like $14 a month, but if you pay it by year, it's $144. So theoretically, it's $12 a month.
That's 12, yeah.
So we don't have that kind of money.
Ain't that the truth?
So
Collagen women.
like we said.
Or lack
So
thereof.
unless we
sorry,
start
JJ.
making money from YouTube, that won't be anytime soon the way we're going, because the way YouTube works is you need 400 watch time hours in the last 12 months, and then you also need 1,000 subscribers to even start monetizing your money. And monetizing doesn't get you too much. So, we'll just have to wait and see. So, thank you for everyone who's listening. So, JJ, back to the Goldfish story.
All right. I have found the email that I have received from, Consumer Affairs from Pepperidge Farm. It says, my name. Thank you for contacting us about your experience with Pepperidge Farm Extra Cheddar Goldfish. Our goal is to deliver products that will delight you every time you choose them, and we are disappointed to learn our product did not meet your expectations. Boy, were they right. We appreciate the time you took to share your feedback. We will share your comments with our quality and product development teams for review so they can help ensure the high quality of our food. Low quality, let me tell you. Please accept. Here's the kicker, the part where I fell over dead. Please accept the check I have mailed, which should arrive within 10 business days, as well as my apologies for any inconvenience you may have experienced. Thank you for choosing Pepperidge Farm. We hope you'll give Pepperidge Farm Extra Cheddar Goldfish another try. Doubt.
Yeah.
If you have additional questions, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. At least this lady was nice. But they never said how much money the check was. It was just,
And so
we're sending you a check.
At this point, he reads the email aloud to us, and I'm in the room. I think I was half naked because I was about to go shower, and you were like, wait, I got the email. I go, oh, this is it. They say the check. I jump up and down in glee and go, we're rich. and then the wait starts.
Yeah, we're like, every day I'm like, JJ, you check your mailbox?
I listen, this was, when they said 10 business days, they didn't mean up to, they meant like exactly 10 business days. Because around 2 weeks later, it was a weekend, I'm pretty sure, when I got the email, or Friday.
It was like Friday.
Yeah, so that'd be 2 weeks.
It was 2 weeks, and it was that Monday, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I looked in my mailbox, there it was, a letter with the little Pepperidge Farm logo at the top. And I was like, oh, yes, give it to me.
I remember seeing you, and you were just carrying it, and I was like, is that it? And you're like, uh-huh. And I was like, you're going to open it? And you're like, uh-huh, whenever I get to the room.
So I got it, and then I went to lunch.
Yep.
And I showed my boys that were sitting there. Shout out to Caleb, Adam, Daniel, my lunch crew on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah, how did I see you? One of my classes must have got canceled, but I saw you.
And I was like, I don't know if I want to open it right now. I want to get back and open it with the boys. And they're like, no, you should open it. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm going to open it. So,
wait, you opened it? Whack.
I did.
Whack. You didn't even tell me that.
Classic Caleb and Adam pressure.
Yeah,
Let me tell you.
I was so angry. I wanted to see what it was.
I understand.
And they printed out this nice, beautiful letter. A lot of what was said in the email I read off was there, but there were some other things. And then there was a check for a nice, solid, suspensing, drumroll please, $9.
You got your money back.
Hey, I made money.
That's true. You've made $1. Maybe less.
We were all expecting, they're going to send $100 or something. JJ's going to go to Walmart and be our king for the day and buy us whatever we want.
I would have.
Yeah. And it didn't. You got $9 and you still haven't cashed it.
Well, here's the deal with that. So I thought, do I really want to cash this check for $9, or should it be something? I feel like it should be something that's framed.
That's
because.
Well, no, that's. Oh yeah, okay.
And then I remembered, my bank app, because I use a small local bank back where I'm from, and I was like, they have a new app now, and it allows for online check
picture
deposits.
Yep.
You take the picture and whatever. And so I was like, I'll just do that. I'll take a picture, sign the back, all that good stuff. And, I did it. And then, 3 days later, I look on the app and it's like, your check has been declined.
Oof.
Because apparently I'm supposed to write something on the back saying that it's an online transaction.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And, I've not done that yet. So I still need to get my $9 from them.
Yeah, so you should do that, and we should definitely go get a frame. Because I'm down to put that in the apartment.
Yeah, I would love to frame that.
Put it right in the apartment. We're putting
Yeah.
my license plate in the living room, too.
Okay.
Rip that. So
I have an old Ohio, for my older car.
yeah,
Ohio
we can put that
license
up, too. That'd be cool.
plate. Yeah, well,
Chief probably has his, too, depending on what he
Yeah.
did with his plates, since
Yeah,
Chief
got those
moved out of state.
Alabama's.
Yeah. But we should also get. So the way the apartment works is you walk in the apartment, you got like a living room, and then like just like a sink and kitchen counter and some
Shout out to
cabinets.
Ben and Chase's small group leader for
Yeah.
letting us have the tour.
Yeah, and then there's a room, and then you go upstairs with the bathroom back there. Then you go up the stairs. You get a closet, 2 rooms on either side, and another bathroom. So like in theirs they have like the American flag. One of the guys is a Baltimore Ravens fan, so he has
Yeah, he is.
so he has a flag in there, and then they have a few
What
other
a
things.
loser.
Yeah, they have the Breath of Life being what's it called? People with asthma take it though.
Inhaler?
Yeah, that's what they have that in there. They have the Christian
They have
flag.
the Christian flag, but they have make people sign it, and I was.
Yep.
It seems a little sacrilegious, but then they asked us to sign it, and I was like, yeah, sure.
Hey, listen, the only sacrilegious person was the person who signed the cross. That was
true.
whack.
Yeah, okay.
But we should also get one of those, like they have those mini pennants, and
Yeah.
of the 32 teams, and we can just hang whatever. Because I'm a Patriots fan since I'm New England.
I'd
And
say
then-
we get that, and we hang the teams we like.
Yeah, and then
Thanks.
you're a Cincinnati fan.
Yep.
Chase is Cleveland Browns fan.
No, Chase likes Cincinnati.
Say you like Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Okay. But Ben likes the Chicago Bears, so we'll throw that up.
Brennan likes Cleveland sports. Wouldn't you prefer Cleveland sports over others?
Yes and no.
Well, you
I'm a
like-
Patriots fan, but that's just because I liked Patriots whenever I was 6,
Oh,
and so I've been a fan ever since. But
somebody liked
Yeah.
Cleveland sports. I thought. Our friend.
I do.
Uh,
I mean,
like-
I pay attention.
We
to
can put the Browns up there. I mean,
No, we can't.
okay. I bet Chief will want the Chiefs up there. But
Patrick
Um,
Mahomes.
yeah.
So what
You
were
mean
you
Cur-
talking about? Sorry, you guys go into sports, and I just kind of
No,
out.
we talking about the apartment and what we should decorate we were talking
the
about.
room. Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
we're gonna have my license plate up there. We're gonna have the classic $9 check. Put that in a frame.
Yes,
We'll
yes,
put the
we still need
pennants.
to do that.
Um.
We'll have a very decked out
Oh,
living
100%.
space.
Mm.
I cannot wait for next year.
I
Just for
cannot
that.
wait. Listen, we got to have all sports. We're talking AAF. Also, we're gonna get a Stallions up there.
Oh, okay. So if the AAF is a new football league that's going on right now, actually, they play on like Sundays and Saturdays, and it's like
Is it 10 weeks?
yeah, it's 10 weeks. They just started like right after the Super Bowl, that week after, and I know there's no one. They're all like kind of everywhere's like south. Like they have Orlando, Salt Lake, Arizona, Alabama. They have teams like that. So like I just got to pick one. So I picked the Salt Lake Stallions because they have cool logos and cool colors. Like
Personal favorite, Arizona Hot Shots. There's
So-
a movie about hot shots. Very good. Highly recommend. Only the brave.
The Stallions are 0-2.
We'll talk about that in a
I
second.
suck. And the Hot Shots are 2-0.
Yeah.
But it's fun to watch. I like having the football when it's not like traditional football. But then like next year when the XFL comes out, there's gonna be 3 football leagues, and I'm gonna love it. Listen, the XFL is gonna be something else though. It failed once, can't fail twice, right?
Wait, they're actually bringing it back? I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
And so, do you know? And
yeah,
so,
baby, gotta bring it back.
yeah,
Bring it back.
everything is retro. It comes back around.
I did not know that. Who's running it? Because
It's the same guy who runs WWE. But here,
I forgot about that.
so let me tell you. So you know how in a normal football game you flip the coin, right?
Yep.
Heads you win, tails I win. Mm-hmm. Instead of that, they're gonna have one player from each team.
Please tell me it's
Put a football in the middle, and then they have to play like you ever play Take the Bacon, where they call your number, you run in the middle, grab what you need, and then run back. It's like that, except whoever they just drop the ball, and you just have to go after just between.
I was
you
hoping
and,
it was like going to be one of those blocking drills that linemen do, where like they go head on and you have to push the other one out of the way.
That would also be cool. That is something they should definitely do. But the XFL, I'm excited for that. Speaking of sports, we're recording this on the Sunday of the Daytona 500, and my boy JJ, he's a fan, quite
Yes.
a fan.
I do quite enjoy the cars driving in circles. Let me tell you, but I ain't no hillbilly or redneck.
That's it, rednecks.
No, redneck. I'm not that.
I know.
I just enjoy me.
You're just a redhead.
Yes.
It hasn't migrated down to your neck
I
yet.
just enjoy me some cars going fast. Okay?
That's fair.
And it's a great race. It is the 61st running of the Great American Race, as they call it, the Daytona 500.
Oh. No, so I've never watched NASCAR in my life. I always
You're
find
going
it boring.
to.
Right. I watched the race yesterday.
Oh, that's not it.
Yeah, that race I was highly disappointed. And normally, like, they do something in the last 10 laps, according to JJ. Listen, JJ's teaching me everything about the sport, and they're like, something good usually happens within the last, 15 laps, because they all start moving and crash. I'm just there for the crashes. So shout out to Jimmy Johnson, who just causes wrecks all the time.
He doesn't cause wrecks all the time.
It just happened that the first race that he was in, he caused a wreck. And it was a major wreck,
It
too.
wasn't the first race he was in. It was
No,
just-
the one
I'm
we saw.
saying the first one
it
of the
was an
season.
exhibition. Who cares if you wreck everybody?
The first season.
Yeah, but, they were saying, the last 7 wrecks, the races he was in, he caused them. Or something like that. And I'm like, oof.
I'm just saying, first race of the season, he happens to be the one that caused it. And it also that he has a past of causing wrecks in all the races he's in.
Just those. That's just that race.
Anyway.
I can also show you videos of has wrecked some people, maybe.
Or anyway.
Hey,
What I'm
Jimmy
rooting
Johnson,
for...
You're a hero.
What I'm rooting for, different brands sponsor different cars. And Old Spice, Old Spice for their classic commercials. I love me some Old Spice commercials. They have some of the best, most interesting, most WTF moments in their commercials. You have no idea what's going on. And so they sponsored a car, and in typical Old Spice fashion, they just put the driver's face on the car. And it's absolutely beautiful. So what's this guy's name?
This guy's name is, Corey LaJoy.
Yeah. So
and this guy's a straight memer, okay? Look at his profile picture. It's him dressed as Mario in Mario Kart.
Wait, what? This dude's savage.
I know.
No wonder he's so good at NASCAR.
No, this team's really bad, but
hey, listen, their car looks the best.
The car looks the best. The dude is in a Mario
it's just
Kart costume.
the dude's face
Listen.
and then long wavy hair, which he doesn't really have, but it's just the rest of the car is just long wavy hair all the way back.
Okay,
And the
can
best-
you imagine if he
And
had
it just says
Crash
Old
Team
Spice.
Race, if he was dressed as Crash Bandicoot from Crash Team Racing, you'd be like, yeah, this dude's the best in NASCAR.
But
And
see,
then-
they didn't even put Old Spice didn't even put the logo on the hood.
They put on the
They just
back.
put his face.
Yeah,
they
it's
just have
fa-
Old Spice on the side.
Yeah.
Listen, because they know what's up, and it's great because his face is perfectly lined up where the grill is his mouth, and it's. I think they should put
It just
some of
looks
those
like he's going,
They should put some of those fake teeth in there. That would be
Yeah.
that would literally
Yeah.
complete my life.
Wait,
right
isn't
there.
there a plastic cover on that?
What?
Over
But,
the grill? It
we're
looks
looking
like
at his
there's, like, a
Instagram
plastic
right
cover
now
on
and
it.
just
See
going
how,
through it?
shiny that
It's
is?
reflection.
But that's who I'm rooting for. What's his 32, right?
Oh, yes, number 32.
So
for
go
Fast
ahead.
Racing.
Listen, by the time this comes out, someone would have won already, so you can go check out the results. But I'm excited to see someone wreck. Jimmy Johnson's the race, so you know there's going to be a good wreck.
No,
Just-
let's pull in for my man Chase Elliott, number 9, Napa Auto Parts,
Oof, Old Spice.
Mountain Dew.
Old Spice, the way of life.
Hey,
That's what
I mean,
say.
I would.
Wait, he's
I would-
sponsored by Napa and Mountain Dew?
Napa, Mountain Dew, and Hooters,
That's a very odd combination.
That's so weird.
That's
I don't
very-
like that.
and Kelly Blue Book.
Okay.
What?
Hang on.
I'm
That
pretty
is-
sure that's it.
Hey,
That's-
okay, hang on. First question: does Hooters even have Pepsi products in their stores? I've never been to Hooters.
I don't. Me neither, and I never
Josh,
will.
have
Probably.
you
Never,
been to
never,
Hooters?
never been. Never
Hang
mind.
on, yeah, I
I don't have. I have
But
no desire to go
It's
there.
going to be
Yeah.
so hilarious because Mountain Dew is a Pepsi product. If them and Hooters sponsor, but Hooters doesn't even have
Well,
Mountain Dew. or
they get
anything.
upset already. Mountain Dew, Pepsi gets upset already because the main series is sponsored by Monster, which is a Coke product.
Mm.
And they get upset, so any merchandise, no Monster logos.
No, okay, they have Mountain Dew. Okay, we're
They
good.
can't even have the actual. Like, it'd be like, oh, we can't put the NFL logo on our shirts.
Why?
That's what it'd be like. Because they're like, we don't want to say Monster. Because
right.
they're like,
but-
we're supporting.
But Pepsi. So
I know, there's no competitive product that Pepsi
No.
really has.
right.
And
I'm not
Unless
sure.
you have.
Well, they have the
Mountain Dew,
Mountain.
like
They have the
Kickstart or
Mountain Dew.
something.
Well, now Mountain Dew has the Kickstart. They have their own line of stuff. But now them in I think
Game Fuel?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Game Fuel, which is them and Amp are working together.
Yeah,
to
they
make that.
had AMP.
So, but here's the thing. So let me get this straight. Pepsi is sponsoring the cars, but Monster, aka Coke, is sponsoring the entire race that the cars are in. Am I correct on this, JJ?
What's that?
I
Sorry.
literally so Pepsi's sponsoring the cars themselves.
It's
Just one car.
Yeah, it's
a single car.
Chase Elliott and his team.
Yeah,
Team
but
Hendrick
Coke is
Motorsports.
so
just
Coke,
that team. Just that team.
So Coke and Monster are sponsoring the entire race.
The whole series. All
Dude,
of
if
them.
I were Coke, I'd kick Pepsi out. Like, nah, fam. I literally own this race.
That's what they did before. It used to be. It was, if you kind of know, you've probably heard of Sprint Cup.
Yeah, it used to
Yeah,
be
Sprint.
because
So what they
Yep.
did when they came in, they had some cars sponsored by like AT&T and Verizon. So they kicked them straight out.
That's what you
Said,
got to
You
do.
can't do it.
No
oh
competition.
my gosh, I remember
But then those
the
cars were not sponsored
I
by
remember
anybody.
the AT&T car.
Yep.
That was in 07.
You gotta do. Listen, no competition, no games.
Yeah,
Just kick
okay.
them right out.
Who used
But I
to
don't
be?
think they're
Who
allowed
used
to
to
do
be what
that
Xfinity
necessarily.
does now?
Yeah,
Okay,
but-
what's that called? Like, what's Xfinity called? Like the thing
It's
that's
really
Xfinity-
just not.
You got Xfinity and Fios. Xfinity is Comcast and Fios is
no,
Verizon.
no.
He's talking
Like
about
cable?
I know,
the
what's
racing
the-
series.
the
That
racing
was the
series. I have
race
no
of
idea.
yesterday.
Listen,
Because there's the trucks obviously, but how do you discern besides calling it Xfinity and Monster? Because you can't.
It's very challenging to explain, but the closest
Like-
way that I can relate to it is that
I know it's like
it's like
AAA,
AAA baseball and
Major
then the
League.
major leagues.
Yeah, I get that. I'm saying
how do you-
like because you call it AAA and Major Leagues, and then
It's
that
just
divides the division.
sponsor names.
Okay, what was Xfinity? What that used to be?
I believe nationwide.
Yeah, that sounds
Nationwide
right.
is on your
Yeah,
side.
because it was
Those
Nationwide
commercials are
and Sprint.
stupid. The ones with Peyton
Yep.
Manning,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
boring.
Speaking of AMP.
Oh my gosh,
Speaking of-
I remember that car because that was in 2008,
Yep.
right? Whenever they had.
Speaking
the
of
fin.
boring commercials, the
Love
Super
that.
Bowl commercials have gone downhill very quickly.
They really have. They're not it.
They're like people like watch them for commercials. I cannot. The only commercial that was somewhat good to me was that NFL commercial.
I enjoyed that.
Right,
NFL
and-
99 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is with that commercial, that's not for the people that watch commercials for the Super Bowl for commercials. That's for the already sports fans that are already
yeah.
watching the game. So it's like there was no one commercial I can point to and go, that was hilarious. Like usually Dorito brings the heat, but they've been on the
Yeah.
decline.
Not
All the
good.
beer companies are there's always a dog, a horse, and then at the end they're like beer.
Yeah.
Right, and then Tide Pods was funny last year because they're like, there's meme status going on. Let's
Yeah,
play
that
on the
was-
memes.
that was good. I
And they
enjoyed
did
that.
good.
Tie Dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Hashtag
That was
tie
great.
dad. Can you imagine this entire podcast, Tie Dad? We get Rob Gronkowski out here for 2 seconds, and he just goes, Tie Dad.
It's not even Rob. It's just they send us a recording of him just tied out.
A clip to put in.
Yeah, yeah. So
Future Hall of Famer.
wait,
right
what time is it? So Jay, right, like I said, we're recording this on the day of
Yes.
Daytona, and JJ wants to go watch it, and he's getting very antsy right
No,
now.
I just have to use the restroom.
All right, you can.
You can
leave.
go.
I mean,
I don't know where one is.
it'd
There's
be
one
it'd be on
downstairs.
the, yeah, one downstairs.
You
You
use
can
the
go.
elevator.
Me and Brendan will hold down the
Like
podcast.
the second floor.
No, I'll be all right.
You got. I mean, we're getting there, but
Listen, don't start doing weird things. You're sitting right next to me. You always do weird things.
That is
Got
true.
that alert. It is race day. That's what it said.
Yeah, well, it is race day.
It is
but
race day.
for those who don't care about racing, let's care. Everyone, you know what's one thing that we all care about? Weather.
Racing.
No, racing's not it. Weather,
Hey.
because weather affects everyone. JJ,
All
what's the
right.
weather report like
Well,
today?
All right. Today, it's cold.
JJ, we always love your analogy here.
Hey,
what's the
it's-
analogy for today? Because it's
All
not.
right.
I wouldn't say it's as cold as throwing those slushy pops out there and they
Right.
freeze in 4 minutes. Because not that cold.
Yeah,
though.
it is not that cold. I would say it's more kind of like a spring chicken ready to hatch, but it's not quite there yet. And then it dies because it's too cold.
Holy heck! that was. I like that.
You know, a little like an Easter chicken. That's why Easter's later this year, because it's like, oh, it's colder now.
Oh,
Easter break. Oh man,
so
I gotta figure out who's living with me and whatnot. Cause whack.
Oh.
Why is the school shut down for Easter? It's a Christian college.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like this.
Wow.
They don't. It's
How
saving money.
sacrilegious of us to honor Easter. And the
No,
Well,
I
resurrection
know,
like
but
of
honor it as a
Jesus.
community. I mean, some people live very far away. Where are you? Oh yeah, you're going to him.
I'm going. So
Well,
I have
99%
alright,
chance.
So driving here, I drive from Massachusetts to here, and I usually pick up Ben along the way since he's in New York. Just pass him, pick him up, and we'll go on our way. So driving here, I spun out, hit a guardrail, and like the car drives fine. I drove the rest of the 3 hours we were behind, and we got here fine. All it is was my trunk can't shut, and legally can't turn left because my blinker doesn't work. So
Stick your arm out the window.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
So-
Legally, that's what you have to do.
Other than that, just tied it. We got some paracord, tied it down, the trunk down, and we got here fine. And so I called the good old insurance. I'm like, what we thinking, boss? And they're like, it's totaled. And here's money. We'll take the car. So I'm like, well, shoot. I was going to drive to Eastern, to where my girlfriend lives. And not anymore because I don't have a car anymore. So now I'm going home to JJ's house.
Oh, yeah.
And now the only parents I have not met would be Chase's, because Brennan's parents came to visit. I've stayed with Ben, so I've met his parents. Chief's parents just recently came to visit. Shout out to them because they know about the podcast now. So I met them, and
Bet your son's not on it anymore.
Yep. Talk some sense into him. That's all I can say. We're trying over here.
See, your car is like reverse NASCAR because it can only go right.
Right, exactly. I'll just go the other way in NASCAR.
Yeah, you'll
in my
strike everybody.
Honda Civic 2007. Nah, I'll just go on the inside lane because no one does anything anymore. They just all stay on the outside lane.
Oh.
Shots fired.
The Xfinity. Oh my gosh, that was so
It was very
boring.
boring.
I've literally never seen you, Josh, get so intense over anything.
You should have seen me
before.
during
It's
Super.
today will be different. If not, you have full permission
Yeah.
to flog me with golf clubs.
I will flog you and Zach. Zach is a student on campus that also enjoys NASCAR with JJ.
He might even be more of a fan than I am.
It might even be. He's definitely more of a fan.
He probably,
than me.
yeah.
But
No,
this
And I
dude,
considered myself.
Yeah, no offense.
I
Yeah,
enjoy
you
it.
came in here and you were like, I'm the king, and then Zach said, ha ha, no.
yeah,
It's all right.
he's like, I'm
He's
in
the
hunt
only
for the
person
Holy
that I've
Grail.
He's like the only other person I've ever met that we have the same intellectual.
About NASCAR. But them two,
Oh, it takes a high IQ.
doubt. But okay. You take a car and you drive left.
Hey,
And then-
you take a ball and you throw it.
Right.
That's football.
Right, ready? And then let me tell you something, okay? You drive behind other cars, you get this drifting thing,
Draft.
right?
You don't want to drift.
Listen, drifting is the best part because that means a crash happened.
Yeah.
But you draft, and then you slingshot. You got to slingshot with other people. But if other people are too much of a baby to slingshot
Then
with
you can't do anything.
then you can't
'cause
do
You
it.
can't make your own draft.
Hence
Right.
the Xfinity series yesterday, where
Yeah.
people tried it twice, and then they're like,
There's
"Nope,
like
no
two.
one
Or,
else is
there's
gonna
like
go
two or
with it."
three guys that are like, "Hey guys, let's do
let's
it."
do it.
Who-
And then
so
everyone was
Whoever
just like,
number 20
no.
was just, he was a G. The dude would slingshot around one car, get it back in the line, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again.
But he ran out of time.
Yeah,
He's going to go all the way to the front.
Yeah,
back
he
on.
could have. He went from 10th to 5th in the last two laps just by doing that. I was like, huh, what are you doing?
But then the worst part is the first and second place people, they're on a team. So the second person towards the end was just like, I'm gonna block all
Yeah, he was
y'all.
just blocking everyone else. I was like,
Yeah.
That's when you gotta crash him.
The
That's
last
true.
lap, he tried to get a run because he backed up and he was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to get a big draft and pull up to him." And then he pulls down a little bit, and this car's like, "Oh," and then he moves down right in front of him.
yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, that's all I got."
Yep.
So it was whack. I apologize for the
Apologize
100%,
for the
99% of people who don't watch NASCAR.
I apologize for the people that bought tickets to that
Oh
one.
yeah, that would have been terrible. That would have been highly disappointing.
Well, I cannot. Okay, how much is a Daytona 500 ticket?
For
For that,
I
for-
don't know.
Monster.
It's got to be at least a couple hundred, I would think.
I don't know if it's
Because-
that much.
That's true.
It's the first race of the season. It's the most famous race.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Besides Talladega
I
That's
don't know
true.
how much.
and what's it called?
Hey, listen, SeatGeek, if you're listening, this is the part where the sponsor comes in right now because
Yeah.
your app would help us. But since you don't sponsor us, we'll go to Ticketmaster. Ha! But please sponsor us. We need money.
I really want to keep doing this podcast, but it's
Uh,
kind
Oh yeah,
technically, it says the capacity. Is 167,000.
okay.
That's pretty big.
That's pretty big, but there's got to be the tickets on the way back where, I mean, here's the thing about
how much did you
NASCAR.
say it was?
It says 167,000, but I feel like they took some seats out.
That's good.
We're looking for ticket price.
I'm looking for price.
Oh.
My guy.
But there's got to
Plus-
be.
plus
Here's the
there's
thing.
Well, they did
seats.
see. I heard yesterday it's sold out this year,
But here's the
so
thing.
there is no tickets.
Here's the thing, from in the bleachers in a basketball stadium or whatever, you can get like $6 tickets depending on the team you're playing, but it's hard to see in basketball because everyone seems so small. But like in NASCAR, you got these huge cars, so like the back seats aren't that bad because it's pretty easy to see. So it's like you could easily charge just as much up there than you could like front row. I mean,
honestly, front row is you don't want to be front row.
Oh my lord!
Well, this is if you buy them today. I'm sure if you bought them,
I would love to be front row for anything.
Okay, we're gonna go about 100.
it's about 100-ish.
About 100. How
Or
much
more.
is an infield ticket?
I don't think you can. I don't think
Oh,
there's
we were
any
talking
there.
yesterday. They should put seats
there
on the
is.
inner grass.
Oh.
Get that real NASCAR experience
That's true.
until they crash and hit you. But you just
Listen.
gotta sign a waiver.
Listen, no.
We'll
What do you mean
just
that
go
you
to
don't
one.
think there's an infield? Did you
No,
not watch the race?
I don't think there's no seating in the infield.
Okay, I mean,
your RV
that's
there.
what I mean. How much?
I
How
have
much
no
is
idea.
that?
All right, let's go
Those?
rent an RV because that sounds like because then we can tailgate too.
All I'm saying
true.
the
But we're good Christian men, so our tailgating would be roasting white wieners from New York and sarsaparillas.
Hey, we don't have to drink beer to
hey,
tailgate.
that's not what we don't do that.
Like
when we go.
I went to a couple
Just
New
watch
England.
everybody else get trashed.
New
Not
England, yeah,
them.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. We can bring a cornhole. Love me some good cornhole. I suck at cornhole, but
Yeah, I'm
All
terrible
I'm
at
saying,
it. Great
the
game.
track that we go to, Kentucky Speedway. It's in the summer, July. They have on the very backstretch part. They have this huge giant hill, and that's where all the RVs park.
Oh, that's
so you
nice.
can just set your RV up there, and then you just get your lawn chair out, and then you see the entire track,
that's nice. But
and
I
you're
used
just there the whole weekend.
I used to go to soccer games, New England Revolution, and they're
They
hot
absolute
garbage.
trash.
They're hot garbage. Terrible. Because
Columbus Crew.
yeah,
I don't
well,
like
they're-
soccer, but hashtag
Listen, I just
save
go
the crew,
because our
even though
school
they're
would give out
already saved.
tickets a ton or like super half price. Or like we bought this mini grill. We went tailgating. My dad, we pop open the minivan, sitting there.
Yep.
Because the seats can go down.
Yep.
Get the hot dogs and hamburgers going.
I did that. I tailgated for my sister's softball tournament.
Yo, listen, I'm down. It does not matter the event. Like when you tailgate, sure the event's important, but you're really there for the food. Like let's be real.
That's true. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'd hate it whenever I was younger because I was like, listen, I could be at home literally doing anything. Like I could be asleep right now, but I'd have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, drive 2 hours with my parents to watch my sister play softball all day long. For sometimes it was 3 days in a row. But like they'd have tournaments, so like they'd play a game and then it's a bracket system, so they'd have to wait for 5 more games to finish.
Oh, yeah, I remember
just
that.
to figure
That's how it
out.
works.
And I was like, this is whack. But I met some great people, and now I miss it. I miss going to softball games.
What are the
Listen,
most-
being the coach of Space Force, that was entertaining for me because I was like, this is a throwback to whenever I used to watch my sister's coaches yell at her. I got a little bit of joy out of that because, I was a little kid. I'd screw my sister back then. Now I
But-
love her, but...
One of the best things that ever happened to me when I was young was that age where your parents finally go, okay, you can stay at home by yourself.
Yep,
And
yep.
it was like you got so excited, you didn't know what to do. I mean, it turns out now I just do the same thing as if they were there.
Yeah.
Just like watch YouTube, play video games and stuff. But like it was the day. I was like, oh my goodness, I am home alone. This is fantastic. This is
Yep.
absolutely beautiful. And now I'm home alone all the time because my roommate just goes play basketball all the time. Unless I'm in your room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't... Yeah, well... How many... I think there was one day last week whenever you weren't in our room.
Yeah,
I
there was one day I had
wasn't-
a ton of homework, so I'm like, I just gotta, because I'll go for these stretches where I'm over your room like 5 days in a row, and then I slave away for like 2 days to get all my homework done and just like get myself kind of, do the homework so that way I can hang out. I'll do these like 2 day stretches where I'm just slaving over homework, and then I'm like, all right, I'm caught up and I'm slightly ahead, so now I'm gonna hang out with the boys for like 3 days. So you gotta have a balance. But certain people that are not on this podcast don't have a balance. You know who you are, Chief.
You know
What?
who you are, Chief.
I don't think we should
Oh.
bash the man.
Listen. all right,
I'm somewhat in the same
All right,
position he is.
save this
and-
one for the next one.
All right.
You know what? Yeah.
Last story, real quick. I've been making some hot, spicy memes, and we have a
You
group
have.
chat.
You've destroyed all of us.
Yep. Listen,
Even
at
including
first,
yourself.
Even that wasn't that wasn't
was-
as bad
that
as some of
wasn't
those
bad.
that you got us with.
listen. It's hard to insult yourself because I'm
Because you're perfect.
Well, that's not true. Because I'm one of those type of people. Like, if you criticize me, I kind of accept it. You're like, oh, you're stupid, Josh. I'm like, tell me about it. Tell me something I don't know. It's just hard to insult myself because I have relatively thick skin. But thanks for listening, as always. Thank you for all of our guests. This one didn't have any guests, but we'll be sure to get some more guests in the future. Tell us who you want. If you go to the same college as us, if you got someone. I know we got a few that we want to have guests on, so shout out to them. And hopefully they don't flake like Mitchell and Kyer.
Yep.
And as always,
Keep on running.